Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Good evening. Welcome to Udall Stadium for tonight's men's soccer match featuring the University of Michigan-Dearborn Wolverines and your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The NAIA, alongside the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, takes great pride in the conduct of its student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators. We encourage the cheering of your team with the spirit of good sportsmanship kept in mind. Dearborn enters today's match with an overall record of 2 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. Here is a starting 11. Junior goalkeeper number 0, Elijah Burlack. Senior defenseman number 1, Austin Dukes. Sophomore defenseman number 2, John Rogers. Junior midfielder number 6, Ahmad El-Nawi. Senior forward number 15, Xavier Walter. Sophomore defenseman number 16, Ahmad Masood Afzali. Freshman defenseman number 17, Dylan Clayton. Junior defenseman number 24, Nicholas Polchini. Freshman forward number 27, Noah Carmona. Sophomore forward number 30, Caleb Flowers. And sophomore midfielder number 95, Andrew Schwartz. The Wolverines are coached by Warte Sampson in his 3rd season. He is assisted by Zachary Wilkes and Victor Place. Lawrence Tech coming in tonight's contest with a record of 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Here is the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Senior goalkeeper number 1, Kieran Malachino. 5th-year defenseman number 2, Gonzalo Sanz. Senior defenseman number 3, Reese Still. Grad student defenseman number 5, Thomas Pereira. Sophomore forward number 6, Gabriel Martin. Junior midfielder number 7, Victor Pueyo. Senior forward number 10, Skinner Rafawi. Junior forward number 15, Mohamed Gamlous. Junior midfielder number 16, Jacob Schleicher. Freshman forward number 21, Timothy Murko. And freshman forward number 22, Pedro Rosas. The Blue Devils are coached by Will Dyer in his 13th season. He is assisted by Kyle Winningham, Max Noria, and graduate assistant Alberto Morera and Alvaro Guerrero. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, Blue Devils fans, and we welcome you to Blue Devils Stadium as we are riding high here in mid-October. Tonight, it's WAC men's soccer conference play continues on as the red-hot Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, who is riding on an 8-game unbeaten streak and sitting on top of WAC. They are taking on the Wolverines of U of M Dearborn, who have snapped a 6-game winless streak after a win against Cleary on Saturday. Great to have you with us here on the LTU Sports Network. I'm Jan Booker. Here with you on the call alongside me is John Snow. And John, of course, the Blue Devils are not only red hot, but they are on fire there, as they are definitely on top of the WAC conference. And, of course, with just few games left to go, the Blue Devils are definitely in full control ahead of that #1 spot.
No, definitely. And they are basically right now in control of their own destiny. And they got this is game number 3 of a 3-game homestand, but yet they've won 4 in a row and 8 out of the last 9. This is the best start in program history underneath Will Dyer since his 2011 campaign when he took over and created this squad. He also got his 100th win just a couple of weeks ago with a 1-0 finish against Lords. And on the flip side, the Wolverines, after having basically a rough start, they came into conference play having lose the first couple of games, and then once they tied against Cornerstone, that was a 3-3 draw, and then a 1-0 finish against Cleary, and Cleary will be the next opponent for Lawrence Tech. That gives them a little momentum going into this matchup, because the last remaining games, it's going to be in control, and it's going to get a lot more tougher because Aquinas and Madonna are the last 2 for the Blue Devils schedule.
And here we go. We are underway here at Blue Devils Stadium. The Lawrence Tech Blue Devils taking on U of M Dearborn. Wolverines are all in white, Blue Devils in their black uniforms. And right out the bat, here comes a good opportunity along the way, but that's taken away. Reese Still. Get things going along the way. And it's covered up by Noah Carmona. Starting the last 3 games, including Cleary and Cornerstone. Here is Nicholas Pulcini. Serves up ahead, and that's taken away. And it's served up ahead towards the middle third. And the last touch off of Nicholas Pulcini. And we'll get a throw in here for the Blue Devils. Served up ahead by Gabriel Martin. Now Victor Puello on the near side finds Gabriel Martin, but that ball went out of bounds for a throw in here for the Wolverines. So the Blue Devils, of course, 10-1-1 overall. And, of course, the Blue Devils 4-0-1. Of course, they are unbeaten in the last 5 conference games there. But, of course, like I said, overall, they are unbeaten in their last 8. And, of course, their last loss was was on September 3rd.
Yeah, against Truett McConnell out there on the road. It was a long road trip for them over a weekend, and just one loss over there. It's just a 2-1 favor, but still, Blue Devils are really a good elite team with the amount of athletes that they have on this year's squad.
Here comes Jacob Schleicher. Will find Thomas Pereira. Serve it up towards the far side of the field, and now here comes Skinner Lafawi. Gabriel Martin springing through on the near side. Got some runners forward. Pedro Rosas serves up ahead. Here comes an opportunity along the way. And a shot misses wide. And we'll get a goal kick coming up for Elijah Burlack. Shot opportunity comes from number 21, Tim Montmerco, who started in the last 4 games, and he scored against Siena Heights last week.
No, he did it.
Oh, opportunity along the way. Lafawi with a ripper of the shot. What a goal from Skinner Lafawi. And the Blue Devils have the early lead just like that.
Yeah, Lafawi, he is the difference maker, and that's goal number 9 on the year for him. He is basically the captain of this team. He's the leader of this offense, and he is a playmaker at the finest. And even when that first shot that was intended for Merkel on that far side, even when it failed out, they were still kept the offensive pressure on, because even they make things more difficult for when the goalkeeper's trying to kick things out, when they try to go person to person. And a quick takeaway and a quick shot and a quick goal. Just lightning quick, just like that.
What a rocket from Skinner Lafawi, of course, like you said, 9th goal of the season. He was goalless in the last 2 after scoring 6 goals in the last 6 games. He has started every match so far this season.
Also has four assists total, giving him a team lead of points with 20 shots. And that was his 38th shot he's taken, and his 22nd that has been on goal. He's just an elite shot taker.
And now here go the Wolverines on the attack. Keelan Flowers able to tuck it away. And now the Wolverines will start things back.
There was actually a penalty on that play, so they're going to have to restart it from the spot of.
Yeah, it looks like it was a foul on the far side of the field.
But even for the Wolverines coming in, their record on the road this year, they have yet to win one on the road. Their only 2 wins have come at home. basically at Crestwood High School. That's been their main home turf for the entirety of the season.
Here comes Thomas Pereira. He'll get it right back, but that's taken away. And now Wolverines will go on the run, but Malachino able to make the grab with his first grab of the night. Of course, Kieran Malachino made 6 saves in Saturday's game against Concordia. He has started every game so far. Coming into tonight, he has faced 67 shots. And Malachino has been on a roll with a .91 goals against.
Now Malachino's been on a pretty good roll as we get a throw out here from the deep corner, and just almost to that 900-minute marker for the season. Has only allowed 9 goals so far, and keeping that average to under a goal per game given up, and has made 30 saves total.
So throw in for the Blue Devils. That's headed out by Clayton. And here comes the touch by Mohamed Hamlush. A miss off a swing there. Pedro Rosa is able to get a foot on it, but instead it'll be a throw-in coming up.
Yeah, it was Dylan Clayton, freshman defenseman from Northville. He was really trying to just throw one deep at the net, but completely missed on that kick attempt.
Gabriel Martin will get the throw-in. He has started all but one match here so far. He scored against Concordia on Saturday while playing 45 minutes.
No, that game against Concordia was important because it was homecoming, and there was 3 different games happening here at this stadium. Both soccer teams were in the matchups, and then football later on that night. It was just a solid day for athletics.
Here's Walzer, and a tug being made, and we'll get a free kick coming up for LTU as it was fouls being called on Hamed Masoud Afzali.
Yeah, more clear as day on that foul right there as Victor Puello. Puello's a real hard midfielder, and he knows how to really try to take away possession and a really solid and consistent dribbler.
Ball taken away, and we got a foot race here on the far side, but not too much for John Rogers. So throw in for the Blue Devils as we are a little over 6 minutes. All right, apologies for the technical difficulties. We'll try to bring back the video feed along the way, but right now here comes Pedro Roses right in the middle. Nice through ball, and too heavy on the touch from Skander Lafawi.
Boy, he had it. He had a bunch of turf in front of him. He had so much space and just a little bit too hard off the toe trying to keep his dribble. He definitely wants that one back. That would have probably made it a 2-0 game.
And of course, once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll bring in the video feed along the way.
Yep.
And we got a player down for the Blue Devils.
That's
and that
Hamlush.
is Hamlush. And we got the video feedback on here, so
nothing out of the ordinary has happened. Nothing exciting. Even though that just one mishap with the toe off Lafali could have easily resulted in a second goal.
Slicer able to get it right back. Puello, nice give and go, trying to tend a path for Pedro Roses, but now the Wolverines will able to sprint forward. Here comes Noah Carmona. Carmona, nice fancy footwork. It will still be Wolverines' ball. He scored against Cornerstone last week. He scored 2 of the last 4 games, and of course he started in the last 3, including Cleary and Cornerstone.
No, it's just when one guy starts to score, eventually everybody else just follows suit. And in the case of the Wolverines, that was a much-needed win. Even if it's 1-0, if it was just by a close score, a win is a win. You need them as many times as they come.
Nice battle along the far side. Here comes Jacob Schleicher. Server's on the run. And here comes the chance for the Blue Devils. Here's Lafawi. He's defended well by Pulcini. And Wall will go out, and we will get our first corner of the game for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that Michigan-Dearborn, the bench is not really happy because they thought there should have been a foul for the collision. The foul always coming in with a head full of steam, and then just on the collision, he was trying to brace himself. He had his arms extended, and the Michigan-Dearborn bench wanted to shove, but the official said he was just trying to protect himself.
Schleicher will take the corner kick for LTU. Servers along the way, headed out by Roses, and he didn't miss by much.
No, it was a good intended pass. That corner kick was spot on by Schleicher, and Roses coming in. He's a well-rounded player, and that one just missed off. He was trying to go for that top corner and just didn't miss by much.
Of course, Pedro Roses' goal is in his last 7 games. His last goal was against Spring Arbor, but a nice run opportunity away. Walser looked like he was going to get to it.
That's just being alert by Pereira.
And now running forward, here comes Mirko. Mirko springing through on the far side. Finds Reese Still. Still able to get through along the way, but it's covered up by Elijah Burlack.
Yeah, Reese Still, he's the leader in assists, but his footwork is always key as a defense player, but also he knows how to put on some pretty good, impressive passes.
And, of course, speaking of an assist, Reese Still got an assist against Siena Heights last week, and he scored a goal against Concordia back on Saturday, so he would have gotten back-to-back games. So throw-in coming up here for the Wolverines as we are a little over 11 minutes in.
Now, in that goal against Concordia, that was his first of the year. And a total of 7 assists.
So free kick along the way. Here comes Pulcini. That's a nice good ball ahead, and Malachino was there equal to the task.
No, it's just a good read. Malachino has always been good at reading the long kicks, whether it's on a free kick or an open chance. Just if he sees air underneath the ball, he is going forward right after it.
So if you're just joining us right now, the Blue Devils have a 1-0 lead thanks to the goals from Skander Lafawi. What a ripper that one was. And that came in the 3rd minute.
Fast offense, that's what Will Dyer wants from this team. This team knows how to score, and they know how to score quick, whether it's how they open or how they finish.
Here comes Walster on the near side. We'll find Clayton. Headed out by Schleicher. And now the Blue Devils will go on the attack. Here comes Mirko. Mirko's trying to spring in through, but that's intercepted by Austin Dukes. And a takedown. It was going to be a real battle there along the far side. But instead, we'll get a goal kick.
I'm actually surprised that Burlag went out there to try to help out his own cause. But I guess it was for the best because they were just trying to prevent Mirko from getting another foot on it. And it works out for the Wolverines.
Flicked along the head. Trying to send it over to Schwartz, number 95 for U of M Dearborn. And now Lafawi. Oh, nice back heel along the way. And here comes Lafawi, gets it once more.
Very impressive. Behind the leg heel pass from Gam Lush. That is just some fancy footwork and some fancy passing right there. That's very impressive.
LTU still ongoing. Mirko serves into the box, headed out by Dukes. Blue Devils will get it right back. Reese Still. Ball bings around inside the penalty area. Blue Devils unable to clear just yet. And it's kicked out by Mohamed Anawi, and now we got a second corner kick for LTU.
Just the way that the Blue Devils were able to keep the pressure on and keep it within 3 passes minimum and then take the shot. It's basically that triangle routine where you're trying to work around 2 to 3 defenders and then create an opening for that shot on goal.
Of course, Blue Devils swinging around right at the edge of the penalty area. Schleicher will take the second corner kick for LTU. Servers up ahead, And it's just wide of the frame. Looked like Thomas Pereira able to get the header on it.
Yeah, Pereira, he came in there flying up ahead, but he ran into, I think, 2 Wolverine defenders in which blocked him from getting a good solid header shot on it.
We're nearly 15 minutes into the contest, 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils, as we'll get a throw in here for U of M Dearborn. Shots now 5-0 in favor of LTU, and we'll get our first sub of the game for U of M Dearborn, and it's number 20, Hassan Jabber.
Yeah, Dearborn native. There's a lot of guys on this U of M Dearborn team that are from the Dearborn area. They always recruit local, and nothing wrong against that. And if they want guys that are from the area, that well known from the area, it helps the team collaborate a lot better between each individual. So they know a lot of guys from just that local Dearborn area.
We'll get to Hassan Jabber in just a minute there, but instead we'll get a throw in here at the pass was intended for Skinner Lafari. Hassan Jabber, of course, making his second appearance with the Wolverines. He played against Cleary on Saturday.
There was actually a penalty on that one. They got the jersey of Gam Luscious. He was trying to extend it up, so this will be a one-touch pass.
Here Martin will send it over to Gonzalo Shantz. Shantz able to run things forward. That's intercepted by Carmona. Boyer will get it right back for LTU.
Well, they was slow things down, reverse it over to Pereira.
Shantz will get it once more. Hemlish give and go. Roses. Oh, nice fancy footwork there from Moses.
Lawrence Tech is just being very poised right now. They don't want to rush everything too big because they know that the Wolverines, they're just crowding all those open gaps.
Serves up ahead inside the penalty area and a shot, and it's just right across the face of goal. And a good opportunity there for the Blue Devils.
That was Reese Still. He had the open opportunity. That's just a tight window and tight angle shot right there because you're almost right near the baseline, the out-of-bounds line. And for you to try to create air and spin all in one motion while going full speed, it takes art. It takes practice, and Still, he can definitely do it with the best of them.
Throw-in coming up here for the Blue Devils as we are over 28 minutes left to go here in this first half. Skinner Lafali goal is the difference so far here in this game. Here comes Gonzalo Shantz running through on the counterattack. And he'll find Jacob Schleicher.
Oddly enough that they reversed the engines right here because that pass from Shantz over to Mirko was not really that hard. Really slow in developing.
Schleicher, and he'll find Reese Still. Hemlish. That's taken away by Inawi. And we'll get a throw in here for LTU. Under 28 minutes to go. So what you're seeing so far here in this game so far for LTU?
Well, they've been able to keep their poise.
Oh, here comes the opportunity, and it hit the football crossbar. No harm, no foul for Elijah Burlack as he'll do the honors to take the goal kick.
No, for Lawrence Tech, their dribbling and their passing has been so precise. And for U of M Dearborn, they've just been not able to get anything going offensively, whether they go person to person or they try to clear it to midfield, to center circle. And they have not yet crashed the penalty box. They have not even entered into it. They always try to keep the movement going forward, but yet right there's always a Blue Devils player to take it away on the dribble routine.
A nice give and go, and here comes Gabriel Martin. Gabriel Martin trying to swarm around, and here's Pedro Roses on the left. Serves across, and Burlack was able to grab it.
It's a good look. That is a good look right there. That's what that was intended to do. And for Roses going around that corner, he's trying to get it more towards the middle, but that just didn't get the hook around.
Mirko will get a foot race taken away by John Rogers. And all the Wolverines will go on the run. Nice give and go, Swartz. And it's cleared away by Gonzalo Shantz. And now Lafawi able to get a foot race on it. Instead, we'll go to U of M Dearborn.
And basically, that's the first time that the Wolverines have been able to enter into the penalty box area. And right there's always been a Blue Devils player to squander. Now they're expecting a deep throw in.
Here comes John Rogers for U of M Dearborn. Serves up ahead, the header, and it doesn't go on target. That header comes from Noah Carmona.
You gotta say that shot, Carmona, that pass was right after him. He had no traffic in front of him, and yet that header attempt, it was wide to the left, almost like didn't really get it. The way you execute a header, it's basically you try to get the right side of your head on the same side of the ball, and then you expect the spin to really throw off the goalkeeper.
Counterattack is on. Here comes Skinner Lafawi. Oh, Lafawi can get to it, and Burlack able to grab it at the end.
You see, this is where Lawrence Tech surprises you. It doesn't take them long to get from one side of the field to the other, and Lafawi's the part of that. His wheels, his speed always account for how quick they score.
Walzer will find Rogers. Trying to attempt a pass over to Walzer once more, but instead, here comes Reese Still. Wolverines able to have possession of the ball along the way. That's a nice, good feed. Wolverines able to get it right back, and whistle being called for the handball. And a free kick coming up here for U of M Dearborn.
Yeah, Puello, he was in the right place to try to make the block, but just unfortunately got his arm side. So this is going to be the Wolverines' best chance to put a solid shot on goal.
So Ahmad Masood Azali. Actually, you got Schwartz. Could do the honors. Schwartz low to the ground, and he didn't miss by much. Andrew Schwartz, who has started every game so far this season, nearly put that one away.
He nearly did, and it was a good idea, but yet it's it's a very complicated idea because you're trying to go for a low screaming shot to help the turf bounce off and keep skidding around, and it's always easier to go high post when you're trying to get it over the head of the goalkeeper rather than go low post and try to get it by their legs because they can easily make a diving stop at it. You're really testing the athleticism of Malakino, but that time he got bailed out because the shot was wide to the right.
Masood Azali will be replaced by Christian Cole for U of M Dearborn. He got an assist against Aquinas back on September 27th. This is his 9th appearance with the Wolverines. And Wolverines will go on the attack once again. Nearly got the equalizer just moments ago. Here comes Clayton. Nice give and go to Schwartz. Uh-oh, this could be trouble for the Wolverines. Puello intercepts this. Mirko finds Lafawi on the far side. Nice back heel, Mirko. Mirko was able to get it. Mirko took it away. And the Wolverines were able to get things going here from their own field.
That was a good stop by the Wolverines. They needed that, but not too long, as Mirko is right over there. This is why he keeps starting every single game so far.
Schleicher trying to tend to pass over. And now the Blue Devils were able to get things going. It's a foot race along the way, and Pedro Roses able to win the battle. Roses curling it over the head of Lafawi. And the Wolverines were able to get things going. We're a little over halfway through this first half of play. 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Restill. Here comes the chance. Restill able to get things going, and a good save by Burlack.
I think Still must have took one too many dribbles on there because he had probably one or two opportunities to put a shot on in, but he wanted to get as much close as he could and just couldn't get enough height. And just a great reaction save there by Burlack. You cannot do it any better than that. The patience is all that it is.
Reese Steele nearly doubled the lead for the Blue Devils. And this is what we like to talk about, the momentum. of LTU, able to get things going along the way, trying to get some scoring chances there.
Yeah, and for the amount of chances that they give themselves, they can equally take away all the chances that U of M Dearborn's been trying to create. We saw in that last possession, U of M Dearborn, they didn't even get at the center circle, and yet 2 takeaways, and it almost resulted in 2 possible goals right there. And Lawrence Tech's gonna get another chance off that turnover right there. Lawrence Tech has taken advantage of all the opportunities that they've been given, whether it's on out of bounds plays, throw-ins, or fouls, and just free chances, or just mishaps on dribbling. They are outrunning the Wolverines right now.
Here comes Pedro Roses. Get things going, taken away by Clayton. And now here comes Christian Cole with the foot race over to Jabber. Jabber on the near side of field. Here comes Clayton. Gets it across. Here comes Hanawi. And Reestill will pick it up for LTU. Slicer is over to Gonzalo Chance. Malachino. Still. Pedro Roses, who's bumped off by Clayton. Now we got a foul.
Yeah, it was kind of a late foul called, but but the official always has to make sure, because a lot of guys might try to sell it a bit and try to really act like they really got hit from behind, and maybe it wasn't. But that time, Roses, he was slow to get up, so the official definitely had to call that one.
Giveaway. Xavier Walser nearly got the hand onto it, but the Blue Devils able to get things going here. A little over 19 minutes to go here. 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Skander Lafawi goal came all the way in the 3rd minute. Proved to be the difference, as last touch was made by John Rogers. Throwing coming up for LTU.
There's 4 fouls now on U of M Dearborn as we get a sub coming in. Still, two shots put in for U of M Dearborn. They have yet to put one on goal, and that's just all credit to the defense. They've been able to bail out Malachino, and Malachino's had to come out to make a few stops, and that's just good reading and just able to read when there's air underneath the shot. And other times it's just a quick takeaway by one guy, and it's just quick dribbling, and you just precise up your passes, and you create opportunities like this.
So Hamlish replaced by Tiago Troiano. We'll get to that in just a minute. We'll get a throw in here. He started in the last 2 games, totaling 69 minutes. He is goalless in the last 5 games. This is his 12th appearance for the Blue Devils. As we got a throw in here. Ball bouncing around inside the penalty area, and Burlack was able to grab it.
That's an impressive throw in by Reese Still. I mean, when you're able to throw the ball in from that far and able to really make something happen on a header try, that's pretty good. That's why you practice that all day.
And, of course, Elijah Burlack, of course, getting things going here for Wolverines. Here comes Pedro Roses. We'll find Victor Puello. Roses will get it again once more. Of course, you can see the patience going over here for LTU along the way. Thomas Pereira will serve it in. And then we got a foot race. And Burlack was able to grab it at the end.
Yeah, Reese still had to hold up because he wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to be called for offsides and didn't want to beat the ball to the point. Yeah, there's only been one offsides goal, and that's been against U of M Dearborn.
What a boot by Elijah Burlack, but sells out of bounds for a throw-in here. Of course, Elijah Burlack started every game so far this season, had a 1.85 goals against coming into tonight. He made 3 saves in both. He made 3 combined saves in both in Cornerstone and against Cleary. 16:42 to go here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. We'll battle on the far side as Reese still goes to ground. And looks like we got a throw in here for the Wolverines with Xavier Walser.
Not before Reese. Still, he just got issued a yellow card, and still he was not happy that there's no foul called, and now there is the other way, and the referee's letting him have it back. What are you mad at me for? But
Reese still was pleading his case.
It will, and the referees will give you some leniency. They'll let you speak your case, but you can only speak it for so long and basically as clean as you can. But when it goes on for a long period of time, most of the time the referees will not let it go any further, as that's now the 29th yellow card that's been issued to Lawrence Tech this year. 21 for U of M Dearborn coming into this contest.
And, of course, referees getting a talking to along with Victor Puello.
We saw this a couple of times, Jan, in the last few home games in which there's been discussions about the wall setup right in front of the goal line to making sure that nobody is literally trying to hold everything in place.
Austin Dukes hoping to do the honors to take the throw in. Played against Clear on Saturday, got an assist against Cornerstone last week, making his 10th straight start of the season.
Blue Devils are fortunate that this is a throw-in and not a free kick.
And of course, the assistant referee on the far side trying to discuss things with the referee.
I think there was a couple of subs lined up, and so I think the discussion is: do you want to bring the subs now or bring in the subs later after this throw-in result regarding what happens with the result?
I see Ty Surgett on the far side ready to get things going for LTU. Meanwhile, for U of M Dearborn, Belali Bendon. Service up ahead. And that's cleared out, and the Blue Devils were able to escape. Putting on the afterburners is Troiano. Troiano will find Reese Still. Getting inside the penalty area now, going all the way back. A swarm of Wolverines able to get right back. Ball still in play. And ball will roll out, and we'll get a goal kick.
And again, Still's not happy about the call. And I'm actually surprised that the Wolverines decided to keep that ball in. It was clearly going to go out of bounds, but I guess one player saw it differently. And
Blue Devils able to get the escape on their own half. Here comes Gabriel Martin. Will find Gonzalez Chance. Pereira able to get through one Wolverine. Will find Victor Puello. Martin will get it once more. Oh, nearly a giveaway, but Malachino will clear it to safety. And we'll roll out for a throw in here. 15 minutes to go here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. If you're just joining us here on the LTU Sports Network, Jan Booker alongside John Snow with you on the call. As you can see, two of the subs, one on each. As Ty Surgett will come along, replacing Pedro Roses. And of course, Bilal Baydun for the Wolverines. Nice battle. Here comes Mirko. Battle along with Dukes. Mirko able to get things going. We'll find Troiano, and a free kick coming up. A foul was called on LTU. Looks like it was Timot Mirko.
Yeah, Mirko, you can only go at hard contact for so long. That's a good sliding tackle.
Oh, here comes the opportunity. LaFalle able to pick it up for LTU. And we'll get a throw in as it was last touch off of Nicholas Polshini.
We got another sub coming in real quick before this throw in. But going back to that foul on Mirko, he really was trying to pressure his way around that corner and keep it in play, and did so on a good amount. But right as when the ball was taken away from him, he kind of tried to battle for it back.
John Goinaga coming on over for LTU. Ball inside the box. A real battle, and it looks like ball still in play, however. Troiano. Gonaga. Blue Devils able to reset it. Here comes Chance at the middle of the field. We'll find Gabriel Martin. Martin to Ty Circuit. And he couldn't let it go. But it was still putting away. Getting past Ty Circuit. Who's the last touch off of it will be off of Ty Circuit. Throw in here for the Wolverines with 12:49 to go here in the first half.
Very good stop by the Wolverines. They definitely needed it, but they got to be able to escape out of their own third.
Troiano and Lafawi, and we'll get a free kick.
Yep, that was a clear as day foul right there. I think they're going to get Asvali because he put really a good forearm shove on the back of Lafawi.
That's 99 times out of 100 a foul being called, as we'll get a free kick coming up as Jacob Schleicher will do the honors to take the free kick. Jacob Schleicher doing the honors of taking either free kicks or corner kicks.
There's some tension going on there. Dukes and Lafawi, they kind of give shove for shove as they're trying to get set up.
Schleicher off the free kick. Server long. Ty Circuit's ball is still up for grabs. And the Blue Devils are able to get things going. Here comes Ganaga. Finding Mirko, but he's running out of real estate. Throw in coming up here for the Wolverines. Under 12 to go here in the half.
Gonaga should have reversed it towards center circle where he had plenty of options waiting for him. He kind of threaded the needle on that pass attempt. Really nobody home on that far side.
So, substitute coming on here for the Wolverines, number 8, Ali Ayash. Played at Cornerstone and against Concordia. This is his 11th appearance for the Wolverines. Martin able to get things going right at midfield. That's taken away, and now we got a foot race. Ty Circuit looks like he's able to get a toe poke it away. Chance will send all the way back to Malachino. Pressure on is Cole. And we'll get a throw in on the far side for the Wolverines. Cole able to get a foot on it. Trying to patiently wait for some help. Here comes Walser. Flag remains down. Walser sends into the box. Trying to go over the head of Baydon. And Baydon heavy on the touch. Goal kick for Malachino.
I got to say, Lawrence Tech, they were looking for an offsides before the shot into the box. And then also Ty Sergett, he was looking for one because when you're coming back to trying to keep the ball from going back towards, your body's still faced against your opposing goalkeeper, and you can't really touch the ball at that point because that's easily an offsides. So I think that was 2 potential missed offsides in which the officials probably missed.
Up, taken away here by the Wolverines. And now here comes a chance now. Shot attempt. Ball still loose and nearly a tying goal, but Malachino able to grab it at the end.
Wow, that was Andrew Schwartz. He was right there. He slid as he was trying to come through because that ball got past Malachino. And Schwartz is actually limping a bit. But he was right there, and the ball ricocheted off his knees and right back to Malachino, who was already on the turf.
Andrew Schwartz was nearly close to his 3rd goal of the year. We're down to 9:23 to go here in the half. Here comes Gabriel Martin on the near side. Ball taken away. Cole looks like he got a head onto it. Here comes Ty Sergett. Bumped off the ball. Free kick to U of M Dearborn.
Yeah, it looks like they got Sergey with the handball right there. Second handball that's been called against Lawrence Tech. But man, U of M Dearborn, they had their chance. They had all of it right there with a lot of wide open space.
Austin Dukes with a long throw in. Scramble inside the penalty area. And ball went out of play. Goal kick coming up here for Malachino. 8:35 to go. The only goal that was scored that was back in the 3rd minute was by Skinner Lafawi. A long shot. If you just joined us late in the first half. as we take the goal kick coming up here. Of course, LTU have reached double digits of wins for the first time in 2 years after a win against Concordia. I spoke with Will Dyer before the game, and of course he said, Saturday we play a young, aggressive Concordia team, and we could have been more impressive and organized in the first half, but our coaches and players made the adjustments needed in the second half to bring home the win. And of course, they were pleased. They were able to get some starters to break, and of course, they give some bench players some minutes, along with Gonzalez and goals. We'll get back to that in a minute. Here comes an opportunity along the way, and Burlack able to cover it up.
I gotta say, there's still some chipping that's going on in that field. As Austin Dukes, he is still going back and forth with Scandal Fawi. So that's something to really look forward to. But Dearborn, they've been able to really crash the box a few times late in this first half.
Guillermo Garcia looks like he had an opportunity along the way. Meanwhile, for Dearborn, nearly a good chance along the way. And here comes the chance for LTU to pick up possession, but instead, here comes the Wolverines getting things going. A battle there on the far side. And we got to throw in here with 6:45 to go.
Yeah, good thing they got Garcia and Lafawi. These are their top two guys, and whether it's goals being scored or shots on goal, these two know how to get it done. But when you get both of those on the field, they are a dual threat.
Here comes Troiano, able to pick things up, but that's taken away. And another giveaway. Here comes Victor Puello. Getting things going on the near side. Give and go. Troiano. And that's taken away. Toe poker today. Our last touch was off a jabber. And a corner coming up for the Blue Devils. This is their third corner kick coming up here with 6:03 to go.
So far, they've been able to really crash the goal zone, and for Lawrence Tech, they definitely need this one right here. They definitely need to go up by 2 in order to give themselves some more momentum going into the half.
Fleischer will take the corner, and it went right past the Gonzalez chance. So Burlack was able to take the goal kick along the way.
I think over the course of the season, this team has really developed into making adjustments and then coming out swinging in the second half, because all of their goals this year, 25 of them have been in the second half, only 11 in the first. And all the shots that they've been taking, and they got in triple digits in the second half. Only 74 shots they have taken and coming into this contest was in the first.
Ty Sergis' cross was deflected off of Nicholas Puccini.
I think they called a handball, so this will set up a free kick just outside the box.
So we're under 5 minutes to go here before halftime, as Jacob Schleicher will do the honors. Or as Jacob Schleicher is doing all the dirty work when it comes to free kicks and corner kicks. He only got 1 goal so far this season. He had gotten 2 assists against Concordia on Saturday. Started every match so far this season.
Yeah, he is their specialist when it comes to placement on these free kicks. And he's done a very efficient job finding their open guys for header chances and just shots on goal.
So it's Jacob Schleicher. Service to the far side. So bounce it around, and it goes over the crossbar. Nearly had a good look along the way.
Wow, that was a perfect setup. First, the header pass by Thomas Pereira on a bounce, and then Shands, he has the height for it, and he just lifted it too much over that crossbar. It was a perfect setup.
Yeah,
beautifully done.
Yeah, because Alex Shands nearly had a good look along the way, but it sails over the crossbar.
Yeah, he, along with Danan Silvestri and along with some other newcomers, they have the lead for height at the 6'2 frame. So he has the height over everybody to make that header chance a big chance.
Directing traffic. Here comes Troiano here for the Blue Devils. Service along the way. The free header goes over the head of Lafawi. And Burlack able to make the grab with 3:19 to go.
Man, it was a good look. Just so close on that attempt. And of course, Will Dyer's got to be loving it. You got to like these chances in which they're taking, whether it's on the free chances or the easy takeaways.
Serve it up into the final third. The Wolverines will do the honors, and Burlack able to cover it up. Under 3 to go here in the first half. Blue Devils hanging on to that 1-goal lead late in this first half. Pereira able to head it over, and he'll find Guillermo Garcia. Gonaga, and that's taken away. Here comes the Wolverines with Walser. Schwartz, and looks like Walser couldn't get to it. Throwing coming up here for the Blue Devils. And here comes Garcia, who recently came onto the game. That's taken away by Dukes. Schwartz. Walser trying to get things going on the far side. 2:05 to go. Blue Devils on the attack. Nice ball. Here comes Troiano. Troiano going towards goal, and it goes off of number 24, Nicholas Polshini, and we'll get another corner kick coming up. This will be the 4th, and hopefully the Blue Devils can add a second to it before we reach halftime.
Remember how this one started up. It started by a U of M Dearborn turnover off bad passing. It went out of bounds and a quick throw in, and just in a matter of, 5 seconds, they're already down here and they're already setting up for a corner. This is just elite offense.
Slideshare will take the corner. And it goes in. Did that go over the line? No, Burlack able to make the grab.
Wow. Sliker was going for the in-swinger shot, and he nearly pulled it off. Burlack did a little bit of a juggling act, and he's able to come away with it.
Burlack managed to be able to keep it out. Nearly a second goal for the Blue Devils. As we're down to the final minute of this first half. Headed out by Schwartz. Walser will pick it up for the Wolverines. Schwartz able to take the cut. Schwartz trying to go all alone. And the defense of LTU able to swallow it up. 40 seconds to go. Lafawi, he only got 1 goal tonight. Trying to put on the afterburners. And nobody home in black for LTU to trying to get the job done.
Yeah, Lafawi, he thought Sergei was going to continue moving forward. And just nobody home. It was a good look, but they might have another one coming up.
Gioriano with 16 seconds to go. Garcia cleared out by Dukes. Hopefully one last chance for the Blue Devils, but that's not going to happen here at the first half. Comes to a close here at Blue Devils Stadium. 1-0 is your score. Skinner Lafawi with the only goal that came in the 3rd minute. John, impressive first half for the Blue Devils.
Impressive offensive first half. Even though it's just a 1-0 game, you gotta be excited about what this team has been doing. Double digits in the shot columns, and 11 total shots, 5 of those being on goal. And the defense has also been holding up. They held the Wolverines to only 2 shots, and none of them on goal. They've been able to bail out Malachino, even though the Wolverines had their golden opportunity inside that penalty box when it just got by, but yet Andrew Schwartz was not able to put it in because he slipped. So that was an unfortunate being for U of M Dearborn. But let's see what happens in the second half because Lawrence Tech, they've been able to put on some pretty good numbers in the second half. 25 of their 36 goals coming in are in the second half. 122 shots of their 196 are in the second half. 18 saves put in the second half. 42 corner shots, 73 fouls. Everything just happens more in the second half because it's when the game matters the most.
So let's see how the second half will go here. For right now, the Blue Devils leading U of M Dearborn Wolverine by a score of 1-0. Welcome back, everybody, to Blue Devils Stadium on the campus of Lawrence Tech University here in Southfield. Blue Devils up 1-0 over the U of M Dearborn Wolverines, thanks to a third-minute goal from Skinner Lafawe. Jan Vogler here alongside John Snow with you on the call here on this beautiful Wednesday night here in Southfield. And the Blue Devils are definitely rock and rolling as we get ready for the second half.
No, definitely. First, that early goal by Skinner Lafawe, and then they just kept the shots pouring on, finishing with 11 at the end of the half, and 5 of those being shots on goal. And this is a critical one. And they want to get this win so bad and make it 3 straight home victories before they go on the road for two weeks. They have Cleary and Howell, Michigan at Lake Trust Stadium, and then they got Cornerstone at Grand Rapids.
So second half is underway here at Blue Devil Stadium, 1-0 in favor of Lawrence Tech. As Skinner Lafawe will pick it up for LTU. And right out of the gate, Austin Dukes will hold on the line from Pedro Roses.
Dukes has been a very good defender, and he's been able to really use his body to get in front to prevent anything. But this is a crucial setup. This is where Lawrence Tech likes to take over off the U of M Dearborn offensive runs.
So Austin Dukes will take the throw in. Of course, the shots were 11-2 in favor of the Blue Devils in the first half of play. As we'll get a throw in here for Austin Dukes. Austin Dukes will pick it up here once again. Headed away in the final third.
Kind of, Baydoun was trying to really head that somewhere, but didn't really work out in his favor.
And of course, Walser was trying to keep himself on side. Will put in Malachino into the run.
That offensive setup by U of M Dearborn just went to waste. It was a header out of bounds, and then just a shot on when nobody was onside.
Wolverines will get on the attack with Hassan Jabber on the far side, and we'll get a throw in here for the Wolverines. So if you are LTU, what do you need to do to put this game away out of reach here in the second half?
We'll definitely get a few more scores on, and that's just been basically what they need to do. And how they do that is by simply doing their same offensive setups, which is basically quick acting, one side to the other in lightning quick fashion, superior passing, and just create the open lanes.
Ball's jumping around inside the penalty area, and looks like we'll get a goal kick. And there's a little pushing and shoving along the way. Malachino able to make the grab and a quick restart along the way for LTU. Putting on the afterburners along the way is Reese Steele. That's taken away.
We saw all the chippiness towards the end of the first half, but for Malachino, he didn't care about it. He just wants to get back on that quick offensive attack.
Austin Dukes will take it over to John Rogers. Here comes Andrew Schwartz. Service along the way. That's headed out. And now here comes number 14, Baydoun. A real battle on the far side. And we will get a throw in here. Or actually make that a free kick.
So this is going to be a free opportunity for Dearborn. This is the start in which they wanted for the second half, because Lawrence Tech, they dominated about 3/4 worth of that first half of play. And then they basically, I think Dearborn created more chances towards that down stretch of the late run of the first half, and this is what they wanted early on.
Actually make that a throw in here. Austin Dukes serves into the box. Nobody home and white to head at that home. So LTU will do the honors to clear it at their own end. Wolverines able to reset that up here. Here is Elanawi. Put away by Burlak. And here comes Gonzalez's chance for LTU. We'll send it all the way back to Malachino. While taken away, here comes Jobber. Nice give and go. Jobber once more on the left. Takes a cut. Trying to send it across, headed away, and now the Blue Devils will pick it up here. Here comes Victor Puello.
Wolverines didn't have everybody in on the box. They had a few defenders still back.
LTU still get things going on the counterattack. Here comes Mirko. Scored against Seattle Heights last week. Nearly a takeaway there for U of M Dearborn, but now a takeaway. Here comes Mirko. 2 in the box for Lawrence Tech. A nice offensive coverage by Andrew Schwartz.
Mirko waited way too long. He should have at least put some air underneath it and try to send it in, at least give LaFalle a chance with a header try.
And Austin Dukes, too heavy on the pass, will result in a goal kick.
I mean, so far the offenses on both sides have not been able to really put clean, crisp shots in. And for Dearborn, they've had 4 opportunities, and they've yet had to put a shot on at all this entire start. And for Lawrence Tech, that has to be a shot. Mirko has to take a chance and at least give LaFalle a chance because he was already deep within inside the box.
Oh, here comes LaFalle. It's a 4-way. Burlack wins the battle.
Sees an open opportunity like that, and just heads-up awareness by Burlack just to come out to stop him.
Hamlush gets taken down. Uh-oh, back giveaway. Round the goalkeeper goes and finds the back of the net. Taken away by Pedro Roses. He finally get his goal. Blue Devils have the 2-0 lead, and that was taken away from a back giveaway of the Wolverines.
Just one mistake too many. First it was a couple of turnovers. Then later on, it's just quick reactions by the Blue Devils. They start on one end, they get on to the other end within seconds worth. And then off the bat giveaways. There's been three takeaways that have been from the Wolverines, just even on their dribbling or on their pass attempts. And that time it was Roses who took it away from Burlack, was able to get around and just was able to put it in on a wide open net. That's just capitalizing on the most opportune time.
Pedro Rosens will get his 2nd goal of the season. Finally, the drought is over. He was goalless in his last 7 games. He breaking the goose egg along the way. His last goal before that was on September 9th against Spring Arbor. And finally, he scores a 2nd goal for LTU to make it 2-0.
Now he's a freshman forward from Barcelona. One of the great additions that Will Dyer has put onto this program, and it's paying off in dividends. If it's not by scoring goals, it's by making good offensive stops and just trying to really put towards the offensive pressure.
So here comes Hamlush. Topo away. Here comes Roses, who got the 2nd goal for LTU. Service along the way, and that's covered up by Burlack at the end.
Boy, they had Gamlush, but it was just too far ahead and just too strong on the touch. Those are the looks in which I'm talking about, the looks in which Lawrence Tech created for themselves back in the first half. They finally break it out here in the second half.
So right now it is goal 26 in second half goals for LTU. So that makes it 38 goals on the season for LTU, as Swartz was trying to get a foul call, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, but Pereira came in. He was able to get away from the ball and just had to brace himself for that. Things are getting a little bit chippy out there, but the official has let a lot of stuff go for the most part. He's only had to call a total of 8 fouls, 6 of those being on U of M Dearborn, 2 for Lawrence Tech. The one exception, a 1 yellow card that was given to Reese Still just for arguing. Nothing about any of the penalties. So the officials let a lot go for so far.
Slicher will find Gonzalez's chance. Headed out. And here comes Carmona. Will find Austin Dukes. So the Wolverines are in a huge hole right now, down 2-0. Hoping to find some answers, as we'll get a throw in here for U of M Dearborn. Of course, U of M Dearborn 1-3-1 in the conference, but they are not out of it just yet. They still have a lot of games left to go here before this regular season comes to an end.
No, they still got plenty of time to make up, and still a young team. Only about 5-6 seniors on the squad. There's a lot to learn. And again, like I mentioned, their recruiting is mostly local, within the Dearborn area, within a lot of the state of Michigan on the southeast side. It's just basically the theory is local recruitment equals more chemistry between all the players, and sometimes it can work out in the best of your favor, and it just takes time to adjust.
So it's along the far side. Clayton will let that one go, and it will be a goal kick for U of M Dearborn. If you just joined us here in the second half, great to have you here along with us. Jan Booker alongside John Snow. We're nearly 9 minutes into the second half. 2-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Goals from Lafawi and Pedro Roses. And, of course, on the women's side, of course, the Blue Devils leading 2-0 over U of M Dearborn. Goals from Malia May and Deanna Hill.
And it's been May and Hill that have been really making a lot happen for that team. I have a lot of brand new faces along it.
Blue Devils will get things going. Here comes Malachino. That's taken away by Rogers. Can the Wolverines get a chance along the way? As Malachino able to grab it up at the end. Masoon Afzali with a shot attempt. It looks like we got a free kick coming up here for the Wolverines. Quick restart. And here comes Swartz. Shot is wide.
That was a quick one-touch pass. And it was just for the soft contact, but Wolverines, they're trying to get their shots in. And they quickly added on two, and now they're trying to really make a dent into this deficit.
Andrew Schwartz will take the corner. They're down by 2, and Malachino able to get a punch it away. Took it away by Jobber. And we got a throw in here for LTU.
That's just veteran awareness by Lafawi. Knowing he had to keep it in play, but yet not trying to overexcite it, and knew that he had to hit up the leg of Jobber in order to make it Lawrence Tech ball.
And looks like Nicholas Polshini is heading onto the field. He was down at the moment. So we got a throw in here just for a moment. Trying to adjust some things here. U of M Dearborn's next match will be at Concordia. That will be on Friday, and then they will head back home to take on the Rochester Warriors after tonight's game. And of course, meanwhile for LTU, they'll be heading to Cleary in Howell coming up on Saturday, and then they'll be on the road in Grand Rapids to take on Cornerstone, and of course they'll be heading back home to take on Northwestern Ohio for Senior Day. That'll be a Senior Day doubleheader coming up.
So if you look at the standings right now, there's still more pauses in play. It basically Lawrence Tech, a good chunk of the remaining schedule is against the bottom third of the standings, but because all the teams, Cleary, Northwestern Ohio, Cornerstone, they're each only at the 1-win mark. But nothing to take away from any of those teams because they definitely know how to score. We're still waiting on one player on the sideline. And I think the official is trying to tell them to continue on as we play continuing. But yet it's the final 2 games against Aquinas and Madonna, which will be the real testers for Lawrence Tech to finish out the season strong.
Play continues on. Here comes Pedro Roses. Trying to slip it through. And looks like Lafawi was calling for it.
He was tangled up with Austin Dukes. Those two have been at it from the very start, and I think Dukes probably got away with him because he was definitely holding on to Lafawi, and Lafawi got called for the foul. So, well, it's interesting to see how much these two compete, a defenseman against a forward.
Opaltini will take the free kick. Ball served up ahead right at the edge of the penalty area. And here comes Swartz. Ball bouncing around. Carmona trying to able to get a foot on it, and that's taken away. Blue Devils on the attack. Nice ball. Trying to find Lafawi, and it goes off of Lafawi, and Elijah Burlack will cover it up.
Just off the toe and then off the knee. Another crucial miscue off the dribbling of Lafawi. That time he felt more pressure, so that one was really from behind.
The real counterattack has been made so far here for LTU. And that's taken away once more. Mirko, give and go, Hemlush, and Reese Steele get it going on the near side. Oh, Mirko, nice back heel. Here comes Reese Steele. Inside the penalty area, he gets taken down, and we will get a penalty coming up.
Penalty and a penalty kick because it happened inside the box.
But what a back heel from Timot Mirko to Reese Steele, and he will able to spring it through before getting taken down inside the penalty area. And now Skinner Lafawi will do the honor to take the penalty kick. Remember, LTU is 1 for 3 in penalty kicks. And Skinner Lafawi on the verge to go for his second goal tonight. Setting it away is Elijah Burlack. Can Lafawi get a third for LTU and put this game away? Yes, he does. Skinner Lafawi with a third goal for LTU and his second goal tonight.
And make that goal number 10 on the season for number 10. And he is just working his way up the ranks and just taking away the most opportunities. But again, that setup, Reese Steele and Timot Mirko along the out-of-bounds line here on this near side. That was all perfectly set up. First, the touch pass by Steele, and then Mirko with the alertness to go with the heel pass. That's just pure, crisp, clean passing. You got to practice that so hard and so long in order to really work it to perfection, and it leads to basically what it is right now, and that's a 3-0 lead for Lawrence Tech.
So Guillermo Garcia is coming back onto the game. He replaced Timot Mirko. And the Blue Devils are in a stranglehold so far here tonight. 2 for Lafawi, 1 for Pedro Roses. Let's see if the Wolverines can get a response on the way.
Went out of bounds on that one, so it lost the handle on the dribble. But right now we're currently at the final markers that Lawrence Tech has been able to averaging about 3 goals a game. And that was basically the final of the games against Concordia. 3-1 was the final against Siena Heights. And that basically they're averaging that 3 goals a game marker. So this is basically that second half offense. It's like they find another gear and they just go into overdrive. And they just put more shots on, which results in leads like this. Because in this game, you got to have at least a 2-goal cushion to feel comfortable with yourself to really keep the pressure on.
And that's how the Blue Devils are doing here right now. Ball bouncing around the far side. Walter Mitz hits it. Gonzalez Chance will pick it up for LTU. Ball chesting it down. Here comes Hamlush. And now Reese Steele, who earned the penalty moments ago. Mishandle on the foot, and Reese Steele gets taken down once more. We'll get a free kick coming up for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Ianawi, he got shut from behind, and Reese Steele, he lost the handle for the moment, and Ianawi just decided to let Reese Steele regain it as we get another free kick. But still, one too many penalties. And fouls are now going to be 8-3.
So Schleicher will take the free kick. It's a 2-man wall for the Wolverines. Here it comes. Servers along the way. Still losing a 6. And the last touch, I believe it was off of Thomas Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira, they've been his go-to. Pereira has been the guy that they wanted to go to for these open header tries inside the box. And Pereira, he's got a good frame and a good size head to try to put a good solid shot on goal.
Of course, Thomas Pereira, 2 goals in the last 4 games. He got a goal against Concordia on Saturday. This is his 10th appearance, 9th start on the year. Right now, here comes the Wolverines on the attack with Schwartz, who has a go, and he didn't miss by much as he skyrocketed over the crossbar.
Wow, that's been the best shot. In fact, their first shot on goal. That took a while. And Dearborn, I think it might be a little bit of frustration boiling over, but still, Schwartz with the shot on goal right there and did not miss by much as it just barely grazed the crossbar and went to the uprights. I mean, that's just takeaway and quick shots.
So we're under 30 minutes to go here in regulation. 3-0 if you're just joining us. 2 from LaFowie, 1 from Pedro Rosas. Jan Voker and John Snow here with you on the call. Great to have you with us here on the LTU Sports Network. And Reese Steele is the player down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they're going to get another foul called here. Dearborn, they got to keep their heads clear. I mean, it's a 3-0 game, and it's still not out of reach, and that's John Rogers, a sophomore out of South Lyon. He's not going to get a yellow card. He's just simply going to get a warning because the game is not out of reach. And even with just under the 30-minute marker left, there's still plenty of time for the Wolverines to get back in this thing.
Roses trying to find Garcia, but the flag was up for offside.
First offsides for Lawrence Tech. It was a good look, but just Garcia got a little bit ahead of himself.
So free kick along the way here for the Wolverines. They're not out of it just yet. They are down 3-0, but they still got plenty of time left to go as Thomas Pereira, nice battle, and we'll get a corner coming up for the Wolverines.
Pereira tried to play the defense, but then at the last moment decided that he wanted to keep the ball in play. And that was probably not the right move as he had the ball along the line. And that just sets up U of M Dearborn for their third corner. And I'm actually shocked that that last shot attempt by Schwartz was not counted as a shot on goal.
So Polshini will take the corner. To the back post it comes. And it'll go out for a goal kick. And we'll get a sub for LTU.
That's Ty Surrogate coming back in. So they went with their original starting lineup to start this second half, and now they're going through their regular subs like they would do so. Garcia and Surrogate.
Of course, Ty Surrogate played 14 minutes back in the first half of play. As we still will find Hamblush. Blue Devils up 3-0, hoping to add some more. Here it comes. And it was toe poked away. Gabriel Martin looks like he got the handle on it.
And Martin was trying to really cut around.
Throw in here with under 27 minutes to go. Martin misused it on the ball. Taken away by Schwartz. And that's taken away by Ty Surrogate.
Good recovery by Surrogate. He had to go through 2 defenders in order to regain that dribble. That's just great awareness and great ball control.
Pereira will find Garcia. And it's Hamlush who was trying to get a foot on it. Goal kick for Elijah Burlack.
Now, Lawrence Tech, they're going to keep this offensive attack, even with a 3-0 lead. Whether it's 2 or 3, no lead is ever safe in this game, and you want to keep the pressure on as much as you can. Win the time of possession is basically what you got to do. If you want to make ginormous strides in this league, in the WAC, even maintain your first place spot, you got to keep the pressure on all game long.
Wolverines going on the attack, but that's taken away, but not out of it yet. And now Ramon Garcia will poke it away. Garcia gets it on the ball. Hamblush able to get it, but he's taken down. No foul given.
I think that was knee-on-knee contact. Yeah, Hamblush is going to get back.
Hamblush getting back to his feet. The Devils are definitely retrieving back. Malachino able to get things going, and he'll pick it up for the Blue Devils. A little over 25 minutes to go here in regulation time. Garcia able to spring through. 3v2. Garcia able to win the battle. Ty Surrogate. Server the cross. Trying to find Reese Steele. Ball still up for grabs inside the penalty area. And now a shot that's blocked. Victor Puello with an opportunity. And the Blue Devils will try to retrieve back after Wolverine has possession of the ball. Slicer looked like he was trying to get taken away. And Malachino will try to reset things going here with under 25 minutes to go.
No, Lawrence Tech has been able to create those open shot opportunities for themselves. They did that twice on that last offensive run, and then just Dearborn with some great shot blocks.
Here it comes. Ty Surgett. Patiently waits. And Ty Surgett gets taken down by Dylan Clayton. No foul given.
No, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
so
he got
free kick coming up for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it's very deceptive from up here in the press box, but that far away. But still, that was a clear takedown, a little bit of an arm shove in there. So another free opportunity, and that will be the 10th foul that's been called on U of M Dearborn.
So Jacob Schleicher doing all the work in set pieces will take the free kick coming up. Most of the players are inside the penalty area. Flicked along. Garcia able to get a foot on it. Ball bouncing around on the far side, and now the Wolverines hoping to take possession. And Reese Steele will send all the way back to Malachino. And ball will roll out of safety for a throw in here for the Wolverines.
That's a safety kick away right there by Malachino, knowing that the Wolverines were pressuring.
Giving away. Here comes Ty Surgett. Ty Surgett's trying to get a shot away, but he could not. That was blocked that way.
Again, he waited way too long. There's been too many shot opportunities in which the Blue Devils, they've waited too long to put the foot on. They're always trying to get closer and closer and closer, but when you have a clear lane at the goal, you got to take it no matter how far away it is, but especially when you're inside the box. If Surgett had the whole box to work with, but you realize he had 2v1, but yet he waited too long. He definitely could have put it in.
Gabriel Martin, Garcia, now Victor Puello. Halfway through this second half. Fleischer finds Reese Steele. He able to get a foot on it, but he nearly had it on his foot. Goal kick coming out for Elijah Burlack, but man, Reese Steele nearly had it on his foot.
Oh, and he did. He was able to make the stop. He had to lunge forward on one leg in order to stop that from going airborne out. And then once it got back down to the ground, his momentum was already too fast and knocked it out of play. Now, was it a bad pass or a bad stop? It could have gone either way, but still, looking at those open opportunities, you still got to appreciate what this offense is doing. Will Dyer's got to love it, even with a 3-0 lead.
So Pablo Cavo coming on here for LTU. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Here comes Schwartz. Schwartz taken away inside the penalty area. Schwartz going all alone, and he did it, and he shot just wide of the frame.
He had Xavier Walsher right there, and whether the shot was just too wide or whether he was trying to go for the net, that just went clear across into no man's land and not even close to the net.
Andrew Schwartz nearly had a good look, but he missed fire on the shot.
Remember back in the first half, the open opportunity they had, it was Schwartz who fell down and went off his knees and ran into Malachino. He had a wide open net, but they were not able to convert. And yet they're still held to no shots on goal compared to the 7 of Lawrence Tech.
It's been a tough night for Andrew Schwartz, but he's still able to keep the momentum going. We'll battle at midfield. And looks like we will get a free kick for LTU.
Yeah, they're going to get Walsher right there because he was right over the back of Ty Surgett.
Here comes Cavo. Of course, he played 19 minutes against Concordia on Saturday. This is his 11th appearance for Lawrence Tech. Only got a goal so far this season. Here comes Pereira. Cavo. Schleicher. Blue Devils able to keep the patience going along the way. Here's Cavo. And that's taken away by number 5, Mohamed Ibrahim. Malachino. Under 20 minutes to go here in regulation time. 3-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. 2 from Lafawi, 1 from Pedro Rosas. If you're just joining us late here on the LTU Sports Network. Here comes Hemblush. We'll find Ty Surgett. Garcia ripping the shot. Saved by Burlack and a rebound spill, and Burlack was able to cover it up at the end. If there was a rebound, guess what? It was going to be Reese Steele able to put it away.
No, but you gotta credit the shots of Lawrence Tech. They just keep pouring it on.
Oh, that's taken away. Here comes Walser, sends it across. And the Wolverines will still have possession of the ball. Serving into the box, headed away. That was Carmona trying to serve it in. And now the Blue Devils will go on the attack. Garcia, nice counterattack footwork. And that's still poke it away. Austin Dukes will do the honors here for U of M Dearborn.
Garcia had a nutmeg on John Rogers. It's a precision pass.
And Ibrahim was trying to tend it over to Bay Dunn. And Malakino will do the honors there. Of course, Muhammad Ibrahim, who just recently came onto the game, got a goal against Huntington back on August 30th. He played at Cornerstone last week. This is his 8th appearance with the Wolverines. He only got a goal so far this season. And LTU is trying to work his way through. And he'll go out of bounds and it'll stay with LTU.
They got a full lineup of substitutes over there on that far side for head coach Warren Sampson of Dearborn.
And that's cleared away by John Rogers. And we'll get another corner coming up for the Blue Devils.
I think at this point, head coach Sampson for the Wolverines, he wants to get as many legs in there to help get back into this game, especially if it's starting line. This looks like they're starting to wear a bit. And they're going to continue on with this corner before the subs come in. So this is up for Dearborn to make another huge stop to keep this where it's at.
Corner will be played short. Fires it along the way and hit the post. Nearly a 4th goal for the Blue Devils.
Wow. I believe that was Pablo Calvo on that shot attempt. Boy, what a shot. It was a screamer, and it just went crossway. Got around Burlack and just right off that far post.
What a shot that was from Cavo. A rocket of a shot, nearly put it on goal. And Burlack was beaten, but the post saved him.
I'm very impressed with Lawrence Tech on these tight window shots, especially with the elevation of Calvo's shot. Not so much underneath, but it was a liner. Able to get over everybody and just get past Burlack.
Surgett, service into the box. Garcia was intended to it. Now the Wolverines will have possession.
And Will Dyer's going to counterpart Sampson. He's going to put some substitutes in its own because with a 3-0 lead, he feels safe that he can go to his bench and will also get a goalkeeper switch as well.
Yes, indeed. And, of course, the other goalkeeper is number 99, Gonzalo Torres. Play will continue on here with under 16 minutes to go. Here comes Jacob Sleicher. And we'll find Gonzalo Jantz. LTU players are definitely warming up here as Ty Surgett gets on the ball for the Blue Devils. 3-0 is the score. And Burlack able to cover it up at the end.
This play keeps up. There's been a total of 2 to 3 minutes have been taken off the clock before they decide to call in the subs. So I think the officials are waiting for the ball to actually go out of play to make the substitution official.
Blue Devils able to get things going. Here comes Malakino able to get possession. And that's taken away. Here comes John Rogers for U of M Dearborn. A give and go. Rogers sends it across. And the Blue Devils able to escape, but not out of it yet. Swartz. By Ibrahim, give and go. Swartz. And Gonzalo's chance patiently waits, and Malakino able to grab it. Under 15 minutes to go in regulation time.
Yeah, that was a good setup and good defensive work by Shands, and realizing that there was one Wolverine player in front. If he touched it, it would have been offsides. So realizing that he had plenty of space to get in front of Rogers in order to make sure Malachino had a chance to make the save.
Here comes Pablo Cavo for LTU on the far side of the field. All heads away. Here comes Slicer. We'll find Reese Steele. Nice give and go. Slicer will get it once more. Trying to lay it off for Reese Steele. Service into the box, and that's cleared out. And we'll get another corner coming up for LTU. This will be corner kick number 5. And now we will get a line change of subs for both teams.
I think this is actually going to be a throw-in. It was tight towards that corner, but Austin Dukes was able to make it a lot easier for Dearborn to try to make a better chance of themselves dealing with a throw-in than a corner.
So we got a goalkeeping change for LTU. Of course, Concalo Torres making his 4th appearance. Got a 2.84 goals against average. As we'll get a throw in here for LTU with about 13 minutes to go. You see Denan Silvestre coming along with Gonzalo Ferrando. Gonaga, Silvestre, taken away by Cole. And the Wolverines will boot it out towards midfield. Thomas Pereira. And we'll see you back. Torres with his first touch on the ball will pick it up.
Interesting line change for Will Dyer. He replaces some of his midfielders and also his forwards.
Steele, nice back heel. Here comes Cy Surgett on the far side. And no real estate to ever pick it up, but it hit the football goalpost. We've seen some football goalposts being hit tonight.
Yeah, that's why college and NFL they recruit soccer players, because their kicking precision is all that, all within distance and trajectory, because that actually takes skill right there to be precise to hit that pole.
So right now we got 12 more minutes to go here before this game ends, as Austin Dukes will try to sell it down for LTU, but that's taken away. And here comes Krishisha. Here comes John Rogers for Wolverines, and that's taken up by Torres.
So I think the game plan for Will Dyer, by replacing some of his midfielders and all of his forwards, is basically to keep on the offensive attack. He did not take out any of his defensemen, as in Shands and Pereira.
Here comes Goinaga. So we'll send away back to Thomas Pereira. 11:07 to go here in the second half. Blue Devils have a 3-0 lead, hoping to extend more before this game ends. You can see a real battle along the way, and we'll get a foul on Pablo Cabo.
Yeah, Calvo, he really wanted to fight for that possession, and it just didn't work out in his favor. Calvo's made a pretty good impression coming into this one late in the second half.
And he nearly had a goal if it wasn't for that goal post. Here comes Jobber. We'll battle along the near side along with Goinaga. Thomas Pereira able to get things out from the old back. And ball will roll out of bounds for a throw in here with 10:20 to go.
This is a real true test of the bench. Can they hold this 3-0 lead and keep the shutout going?
Of course, the Blue Devils are on a 8-game unbeaten streak coming into tonight. If they hang on to that lead, they'll be unbeaten streak number 9. And remember, they'll be on the road for the next 2 games within a span of 5 days.
Lawrence Tech already has 5 shutouts on the season. That's very impressive enough to add on to their 10-win season thus far, trying to go for number 11.
Austin Dukes with a Incredible throw in. Ball serves into the box, and that's cleared out. And now the Wolverines will try to hit the reset button. And here is Keelan Flower, who just came onto the game. Ball will roll out, and it will be a goal kick for Goncalo Dores with 9:11 to go.
Quick update from the women's game. It's now a 3-0 lead for Lawrence Tech. A goal within the 68th minute by Hinata Takashima that's in the second half. So for head coach Andy Richards and his team, they're looking to keep their consistent runs going as they're in 5th place in the WAC standings so far coming into tonight.
And now the Blue Devils will get things going here at midfield. Silvestre able to keep his balance, and Silvestre wins the battle. Quick restart, and the Wolverines will do the honors to put it up ahead. It's not cleared out of it yet, but they will get the throw in here. 8:16 to go here in regulation time. 3-0 Blue Devils.
Gonna have another line change for U of M Dearborn. And if anything, for the Wolverines, they're just trying to prevent being shut out. There comes a certain point within a ball game like this in which you just don't want to end it on a shutout, especially if you're the team that's down by the chunk loads. You want to get a goal across to give yourself more momentum going into your next contest, and also to give yourself hope, create more offensive opportunities. So I think for the Dearborn, they're trying to salvage this deficit that they find themselves in.
Go in here for the Wolverines, but instead we'll try to reset the throw in.
I think the official, he was in a discussion and he wasn't ready for play to continue, so he had to slow the play dead.
Troiano able to get a foot on it, and that's taken away. Here comes Kareem Hassan. Serve it up ahead, cleared, not out of it yet. It's cleared away by Schleicher.
Quick foul. And
play continues on. Goinaga, under 7 to go in regulation. Kershita. And now here comes Goinaga, and that's cleared out by Rogers. Throw in for the Blue Devils with 6:45 to go.
The Wolverines are just trying to stop any momentum that Lawrence Tech is having right now. So they quickly cut in front, whether it's a foul or not, but just trying to swat that ball away.
Gonaga trying to get things going. Goes off the chest. Here comes Cavo. Cavo will get it once more. And he'll find Thomas Pereira.
That was a good wall put up there by the Wolverines, forcing Calvo to go into reverse.
And now a real battle, and now a real opportunity, but the flag was up for offside.
Yeah, it was a good look, but just too far ahead by Calvo. He was looking for Reese Still in the background, and Still he was out for a little bit, but he back into the contest. And we get probably 2 possible more subs lined up.
More subs line up for LTU as we're under 6 minutes to go. LTU hoping to extend the lead after they get possession of the ball. And we're going to throw in Reese Still able to do the honors. And now we'll get 2 more subs for LTU. And it looks like number 13, Sam Marasco, coming on for LTU.
And 25, Michael Ruiz is into the contest, a sophomore out of Las Vegas.
LTU will throw everything they can have here. Here comes Goinaga, service into the box, and Burlak with a one-handed grab, able to pick it up.
That was just a good read by Burlak. He'd felt the presence of Ruiz fresh into the contest. He was positioned to get that header try.
4:40 to go. In regulation time, 3-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. And now here comes an opportunity. Burlack able to win the battle. And that was Tiago Troiano.
I stand corrected. That's actually Logan Harkins that's into the contest, 26.
Okay, so Logan Harkins played against Taylor not too long ago. But the Wolverines will have possession. Low shot to the ground, and it's covered up by Dorez.
And they've incidental contact, but Dorez got tripped up. Dorez, rather, and this could be a penalty. Two Wolverine players were trying to capitalize, and the far side official put the flag up for the penalty. We have seen the chippiness throughout most of the game, and for U of M Dearborn, they can't really afford to let their emotions get the best of them.
So clock stops with 3:50 to go as we set play. And now we got a free kick coming up for LTU.
They actually did issue a yellow card on that play.
Kareem Hassim getting the yellow card in the 87th.
So make that 22 yellow cards that has been issued to the Wolverines so far this season.
And they only got one red card. Well, so on the attack, here comes Fernando. A nice ball. Silvestre couldn't get to it just in time. Goal kick for Burlack.
Yeah, that good pass was intended for Silvestre, but I think Goenhaga might have had an opportunity, but I don't think he was intended for, as we get more subs coming in. Will Dyer trying to empty out his bench, get them a little more playing time, trying to see more talent down the stretch.
So I see 30 and 23. 23 is Adam Christie, and 30 is Pedro Peniagua. Of course, Adam Christie played at Rochester, getting a little time. And, of course, Pedro Peniagua played against Concordia on Saturday.
And both these guys have had a few years underneath their belt as part of the Will Dyer program.
Here comes Christie. Ball will roll out. It will be a throw-in for the Blue Devils with 2:43 to go. Blue Devils on the verge of their 11th win of the year and unbeaten in 9.
And if this score stands, it'd be 9 goals over this 3-game homestand.
I'll take it away. Here comes the Wolverines with Digarte. Taking down Alhanawi. Dorez. Blue Devils able to reset. Taken down right in front of the Wolverines bench. Throw in for the Wolverines. Under 2 to go. Ball bouncing around, cleared out by Rogers. Throw in for the Blue Devils. 1:40 to go. Regulation time.
I think the goal for all these substitutions and for Will Dyer is how efficient can they play defense, how efficient can their passing be, and how efficient can their offensive drives be if they choose to do so and possibly add on.
Minute 22 to go. Blue Devils trying to get things going along the way. And here comes Fernando. Can they get a fourth? Ball service into the box. Shot opportunity, and it goes right at Burlack.
Had a good foot on it, just couldn't get any height.
And that was Josef Kershida with a shot opportunity. Wolverines able to get it along the way. Nobody home in white to collect it out there as we are under a minute to go in regulation time.
One more sub lined up for Lawrence Tech, but I think at this point with under a minute, you just kill the clock because ball's out of play. There's no rush to continue on.
And Troiano will be replaced by Ethan Harkins, the other Harkins brother.
Both Harkins brothers, Ethan, the oldest, the junior, both of them coming from Salem High School out of the Canton area, part of that trifecta, Canton, Plymouth, and Salem.
Ortez boosts it up towards midfield. 35 seconds to go. What a comfortable win for the LTU Blue Devils. 2 goals from Skinner Lafawi, 1 from Pedro Roses, who have snapped a 7-game goalless drought, as we got a free kick coming up here for the Wolverines. One last chance. And they're going to milk the clock. Hopefully one last chance. Shot sails wide, and that will do it. That's the Blue Devils getting the victory 3-0. They are now unbeaten in their last 9 games. They are 11-1-1. Their last loss was back on September 3rd. And the Blue Devils are definitely keep on rolling. 2 goals tonight from Skinner Lafawi and 1 from Pedro Roses. What a win that was, Jon Snow.
It is. 6th shutout of the year for Lawrence Tech. Their 5th straight conference win ever since the opening draw in which they had against Indiana Tech. That was a come-from-behind draw in which we all witnessed. But still, just the fact that they had a turnaround like that, and then throughout the process, just learning to guide with each other, all the teammates and all the players. And Skinner Lafawi again leading the way with 2 goals in the night. He's up to 10 goals on the year, and they are now very comfortable in first place of the WAC standings. And on the flip side, quick update from the women's, their matchup is almost over, and they're holding on to a 3-0 lead. So really a great day for both squads. Women's on the road, men's here at home. Just a great day for both programs. 3-0 back-to-back shutouts. You cannot script it any better than that, and just great defense and helping out to their own cause.
Absolutely. Of course, the women will be back here next week when they take on Cornerstone. Of course, for the men's side, they'll be on the road to take on Cleary on Saturday. That'll be at 4:30 in Howell. And then, of course, at 7 o'clock in Grand Rapids next week on October 28th. The Blue Devils men's and women's side will be back here on Saturday, October 21st, when they get ready for Senior Day. So we cannot wait to enjoy the excitement here tonight. So the men's will be on the road for the next 2 games, and of course they'll be coming back on October 21st for Senior Day. So final score tonight, Lawrence Tech Blue Devils 3, U of M Dearborn Wolverines nothing. For all of us here at the LTU Sports Network, for Jon Snow, I'm Jan Booker. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you back here in our next home game. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I hope you have a good night. Take care, everybody, and go Blue Devils.